sure where we lost you there, but we're gonna just kind of take this back from the top. I got to get Prospect on here. Prospect, we lost you. So the player that I selected this week was player 125. As Jason mentioned, it's pretty exciting that it is the 125th. Oh, there you go. I just need to add you. That's on me. It is the 125th player minted, which is exciting. And again, like this player, it's nothing special. It's a special rarity for under one soul. But this player has 17 games, and 9 of these 17 games have been played out of position.
You love that.
So, points allowed, point differential still positive. Free throw percent in correct position is 70.6. Field goal percent goes up to 46.2. 3-point 27. EFG is at 49.3%. So you're seeing an improvement there versus what you're seeing on the screen here. Another thing I want to bring up is that rebounds are actually in position about 4.6. So that's showing a little higher here. Steals are its highest at 1.6. But the thing that's really, I thought was kind of cool is the turnovers. So when it's played, this player's played point guard is averaging 3.3 turnovers per game. At small forward, averaging 1.7 turnovers per game. But in the correct position, 1.3 turnovers per game. So that goes down drastically.
Yeah.
So you're just going to see a little bit better of performance, in my opinion, than you're seeing here. It's not going to be an all-star. It's not going to be, just absolute stud of a player. But for the price, for a slightly better, field goal percentage, I think it's a good, solid free agent find, not financial advice. Sure. Thoughts on this one, Prospect?
Yeah, I like it. You know what? I am surprised. Usually not what you would go for, especially a scoring guard. But I'll give it to you. You made your case.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's good.
Who do you have for us this week?
Okay.
Who do you have for us this week?
All right. 5149.
5149. 5149.
So I went back and forth a lot on this because it's kind of pricey.
Okay.
Listed at 4 soul. But it's a flex power forward center, post scoring big, and I love me a good post scoring big. He's at 1 season of experience.
Oh, doughy.
He hasn't been played in a week, 2 weeks, a week, a long week. But he's hitting 24.5 points at a career of 78 games. He's just under 12 rebounds, under 1, like shy of 1 assist, but his field goal lifetime is about 53%. Granted, this is all on one team except for one game, and we all know that lineups can significantly change that.
Yeah.
But looking at like his points, his his field goal, he's basically above average or like just under average for everything except for his free throw and his 3-point shooting at center. But
yeah,
similar to kind of why I chose him, he's got 69 games at center and only 9 games played at power forward.
Interesting.
So to me, there's something there because looking at like, his stats breakdown, um, his stats at power forward are almost better than center for majority of the categories. For points, for a few others, rebounds, stuff like that. So blocks, steals. Um, so there's something there. And, you know, Soul is down about 50% of where it was a week ago. So that for Soul, if you're loading up your wallet or, however it helps you cope with hitting that buy button, non-financial advice, um, it's a decent buy. Like with right now with the market conditions and the Soul conditions and stuff like that. I also compared it to other post scoring bigs that are on the market, and as far as flex positions go and seasons of experience being under, like 5,
Sure.
this one really stood out to me. Um, but also hot take,
Uh-oh.
hot take alert,
Uh-oh.
free agent finds. Look at all of the free agents that are unplayed out there. Soul is down 50% right now. If you want to buy a player and you want to spend, I'm not the type of person, non-financial advice, whatever, yada yada. I'm not the type of person to be like, this is 15 US dollars compared to this is one soul or whatever. But like, look, if you want a new player and you want to think of it like that, throw $15, throw $30 US dollars, load it up on Coinbase, wherever. Like, there's a lot of unplayed players right now, that I'm even looking at. Like, there's here. Let me look real quick.
So yeah, I
Uh,
just while you look, I put the link in chat, mjinformatics.com.
yeah.
Click on VBA. You can see the VBA game marketplace link. And all you have to do is just change that game slider to 0 and 0, and you're going to see all the available unplayed players on the market. And honestly, before I picked 125, that was going to be my free agent find of the week. I was going to
Yeah.
find an unplayed
Yeah.
special. I was looking at specials. I
Yeah.
thought those prices were a little high.
Sure, they are.
But
I agree.
it's there's a case for that.
Yeah.
If you feel the game, maybe what piece you need, or you want to get started, if there's a price that's under, again, not financial advice,
Right.
but that could be an interesting opportunity for you.
Yeah, and first of all, shout out to you. Your site is awesome.
Thank
Anybody
you.
listening now, in the future, in the past, this site that was just dropped in chat, mjinformatics.com. It is in the community tools tab on the VBA Discord. It is a life changer for looking at things like this, but yeah, I thought about making that my free agent find as well, but I felt like it was a little cheap. So I decided to put in the work and not do it. But look, like, I'm looking right now. Um, there's a fundamental big with only 4 SOE at 0.75. It's an underdog. There is a pure shooter with 5 SOE at 0.85. There's
Wow.
a fundamental big with 0 seasons of experience, underdog center at 1 soul. So like
Wow.
there again, pass first guard, 9 seasons of experience, a little expensive at 2 soul. There's some buys in there if you really are looking at it.
And it's cheaper than going after a pack, or even like the
Yeah.
pack, per player.
Or yeah, even the free agents from the marketplace, like from the drop,
Yeah.
anything under 1.5, or depending how you want to think about it, 1.5 for a random, obviously, look, you could get a legendary, who knows, but like if you are a pessimist like me and you think that you're going to go to the box office and buy a free agent and it's going to be like a prospect player, going up to like the 2 soul mark, maybe 2.5, like that extra soul to know what you're buying, it might be worth it.
Yeah, and that's a really good strategy. Is like compare what you're seeing in the market, what you need, what's available that isn't played, and if that, if there's a cost there that makes sense, um, it could be fun to go for. I would
Yeah,
stay away from defensive guards. They seem to be the floor. They may be enticing to new players.
don't do it.
I don't necessarily think they would fit in great,
Yeah.
but definitely something to consider for sure. So I love this. Thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate that a lot. And yeah, definitely check out the site, updated near daily. If I'm out of town, don't have computer access,